This is a 20 some odd $1 million home. The pool had never been plastered. It was brand new construction, waterproofed, and they have a leak in the main drain line, which is entombed underneath the concrete. You could see those 2 plugs sticking out. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lay out our tarp over the actual product to keep anything from getting down. Next, we're gonna cut our pipe underneath so we can access the main drain from both parts of the main drain and the stub out from down below. Next thing we do is we set up our vac and we set it up on the blower and we blow it dry. And then we take our camera, we could take a look and see exactly what we're up against and what we're dealing with. We always like to back ourselves up, especially since it was somebody else's leak detection. Now we hook up our sanding disc. The sanding disc is gonna go in there and prime this pipe up. It's gonna scratch it up and get it ready for that pipoxy to really adhere and bond to it. And we go in from 3 different sides. So we're able to go in from both parts of the main drain. Here's how we get started on this one. And now you can see how we get it from the bottom. So all 3 sides of that T are gonna get cleaned. All the pipes running to that T are gonna get cleaned. Now, what we do is we blow the shavings from the sanding disc out. We like to get it really, really clean, and then we go to mixing our pipoxy. So it's mixing pipoxy part 1, and it's part 2, and part 3. In this specific mix, we're gonna use about 90% of the actual mix itself, and that's what it calls for in our coverage chart. So mixing it up real good, we're gonna get it. We mix it for about 2 minutes to make sure that there's no lumps and it's completely smooth and ready to be poured. Once we do that, we're gonna pour it in one side, and we're gonna pour about 40% in one side, about 40 or 50% in the other. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow the pipoxy to come down and drip down below, so we get coverage down below. So we're gonna brush forward all the pipoxy, and you'll see that eventually it's gonna come back up on that other stub up where he's pouring the material. And there you see the brush right there. The brush comes up, then we're gonna pull the brush down. Whenever we pull the brush out, we squeegee the material off. So when we're ever retracting and we have a lot of material that's running on our cable, you can see how he holds the rag here. And what that does is it pushes the material off the cable as it retracts back into the actual gun. So we have full coverage from up top. So now we're gonna go down below, and you saw how that pipoxy is dripping out. It's good, it allows it, and we know it's coating the pipe, but now we're gonna brush it into the pipe, knowing that we all got all the way back up to the T again. So once we get back up to the T, we know we have full coverage. We hook up our dryer, let this thing dry out, and it's good to go.